Oh. Alright. Alright. Hi. Ugh. Hi. It's Sailor Moon. And it's Tuxedo Mask here. And today we're talking about how we're always going to be on YouTube. Now, there's always going to be folks out there that want to go to other websteads out there. Some of them be, Facebook or Layerbook. Others being, Spotify. But the only downside is, and there's also one called TikTok. Now, a lot of folks are going to say, oh, well, you need to go there because they're not going to be cleaning anything. Well, here's a little downside to that before we even get to this. If it's one of those websteads that only runs off of your far speaker, and I mean a wide far speaker, and not off your reckoner, then it's bad. Alright? That would be a downside. So, it is what it is. So, everybody going there and saying, oh, I got a wide far speaker, so I'm set. Well, for those who don't have any wide far speakers, TikTok isn't going to work out. And also, it might be one of those websteads where it works for some, but not for all. So anyway, do what you're gonna do. But we're gonna keep on YouTube. It might be uncool, but oh well. So the first thing we want to talk about here is that, I don't know. What do we want to talk about? Oh, well, first we want to say how sad we are to Jordan for making her film late, because, yeah. So, as a lot of you folks know, we've been fighting Lord Zedd, we've been fighting Queen BERYL again, or Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa. And so they made this film, and the film took longer than it was to take, because they gotta get all their swords and staffs out and put them in their hand. And then there were the other mishaps that were going on too that made it longer than it should have truly been. So once again, we say we're sad for that. Now a lot of folks are saying, why would we even be fighting them? Well, good thing. I don't know. They call themselves the new Heavenly Knights, or the new Heavenly, and keep in mind that that's what they're calling themselves. And that somehow Queen BERYL came back, and she's got, Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa and Goldar and Scorpina working for them. Yeah. So if you already saw some of the films, like Sailor Moon said, if you already saw some of the films that they've been making on our YouTube fairway, then you know that we've been fighting them. Alright. You know that we've been having our hang-ups and binds with Queen BERYL that we've had for a long time. And you also know that we've been fighting Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa. Now some folks are going to say, oh wait, how can you be Some folks might say, hold, how can you be fighting someone like that? Isn't Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa from the Power Rangers or the Strength Keepers? Yes, but there's also a lot of overlap between Sailor Moon and Power Rangers or the Strength Keepers, and we could make a film talking about that, but that would be for another time and another stead. You're right, Tuxedo Mask. We fought Queen BERYL many times on all of our old YouTube fairways. And we fought Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa many times too. Maybe not as much as Queen BERYL, but she seems to be getting the Dark Kingdom back And she's got Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa and also Goldar and Scorpina working for her as the new Heavenly Knights or whatever they want to call themselves. And it's like how you were when you fought the Dark Kingdom before. They're going out, getting folks' life string for Queen Italia. They also want to get the Overdome Silverhurst. That's what they want to get to. So they're like big on that, you know. And so that's why we've been fighting them, or why they've been fighting us, you know. And you're like, well, didn't you beat Queen BERYL before? Yeah, we beat her many times. And then it's like, well, last time you beat her, yeah, the last time we beat her was 2013 while the 2014 while. So, yeah. And she did come back. So, sadly, she's back and she's got Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa and Goldar and Scorpina working for her. Either by free will or choose or pick, or either by some kind of spell. We don't know what it is right now. And you're right, Sailor Moon, we do not know what it is. But I do know how it is dealing with Queen BERYL. I do know how it is dealing with the Dark Kingdom. And I know how it was dealing with Jadeite, Nephalite, Zoisite, and Quinfite. Or as Deke would call it, Jadeite, Nephalite, Zoisite, and Milakite. So I do know how it is dealing with them. And I do know how it is dealing with Queen BERYL and the Dark Kingdom. At this time, dealing with Zedd, Rita, Goldar, and Scorpina. No, or dealing with Goldar, Scorpina, Rita, and Zedd is a little more harder dealing with them. But at the end of the day, they are they're my underlings who were underneath the other ones. So I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know how they're being run or led by Queen BERYL at this time. I don't know. Well, only time will tell, right? You're right, Tuxedo Mask. Only time will tell how long we're going to be dealing with Queen BERYL and dealing with Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa and Goldar and Scorpina, and how we're going to go by beating them. You know? So that's it. I'm Sailor Moon. I'm Tuxedo Mask. We'll see you later.